culture, this is more than just a phase. Feeling like tsunami, see my walls lit with the waves.
It's your boy Tsunami Timo.
Tsunami Timo.
What's poppin', YouTube? It's your boy Tsunami Timo, and I'm back at it again. What I'm gonna be doing in these coming weeks, coming months, showing you guys how to properly go about getting 360 waves with straight hair. So if you're interested in that topic, you're looking to get waves, you want to see the entire process through from beginning to end, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell next to the subscribe button, and make sure every week you tune in, because I'm gonna be dropping new content weekly and showing you guys exactly how to get waves with straight hair. So what I've done, if you're new to this channel, you're not gonna know this. If you don't have Instagram, you're also not gonna know this. But last week's video, I said, if you guys commented down below, I would scalp. But then later on in the video, I also said that I was gonna scalp anyways, because I did not like the pattern that I had on my waves, okay? I was trying to do 540, it turned sort of into 720, I over exaggerated the top, and I don't feel like it looks good on me. So we're back at square one. And if you guys are interested in knowing how to do it properly, just keep coming back. Anyways, first thing that you need to know when trying to get waves is cutting your hair to a low length, okay? In previous videos, I told you when you're starting off, make sure you cut 4 against the grain. What you're trying to do by cutting that low is develop your waves so that when you're wolfing and you grow your hair, that you have waves underneath. Forget what is on top, you want the waves underneath. So if you don't cut low enough, which is an issue I've seen so many wavers do, when you get a haircut and you've already been wolfing means you've been growing your hair, brushing your hair, you will cut off all your progress. So the point being is, I always cut low when I first started, or whenever I scalp, or whenever I cut. So as you guys may have seen last week, I cut 5 against the grain and I still had waves. That's not supposed to happen. So then I tried 4 on my way down, right? I tried 4 against the grain, waves still there. 3 against the grain, waves were still there. Then I went to 2 and the waves were still there. So I had to like scrub my scalp in order to get rid of the waves, which is a good thing and a bad thing. The good part behind that is that my waves were developed enough to be visible on a low cut. Bad thing is that I would have to cut that low to get rid of them. I mean, that's bad for me, but for you guys it'd be beneficial. So whenever you get a haircut, you don't have to worry about cutting your waves out. Now, what do I have on my head? It's an Ocean Views Beauty do-rag, okay? If you're not familiar with Ocean Views Beauty, make sure you check them out after this video. It's www.oceanviewsbeauty.com. Make sure you use my discount code at checkout for a discount, okay? So anyways, let's look at my hair, because it's been, I did the cut, I believe Monday or Sunday night. So it's been exactly 7 days since I cut 2 against the grain. And many of you new wavers, if you're new or if you're wanting to participate, good Lord, look at my forehead, ginormous. The point being is, this is how low my hair is. See that? But I am still brushing my hair. This is what you're not keeping in mind. My hair may not be at the point where I can get waves. This is the #1 thing I could tell you guys that you're messing up on. You still need to brush your hair, okay? Now, as you guys can see, my excessive setup, I had to get 2 more, and it still wasn't enough. So I had to use my old brush rack. Well, it's a shoe holder, but there's 24 in each, I believe. So that's 48, and some of them are double, so that's crazy. So it's 48 plus another 24, so that's It's a lot of damn brushes, especially since they all doubled up. But anyways, let's grab the brush that I've been using to start off. Right here. Boom. I got a few, okay, that I've been brushing with, but basically what I use is this one. They don't sell this anymore. This is a softie. I really don't use this too much. I use it to finish off a session. This is my main brush that I've been using for the last week, because it has a little pull, not too much pull, and while I'm trying to get the brush work in, I'm not going to be hurting my scalp along the process. So I also got a medium soft. I use this occasionally throughout the week. Now let's put these back. And look at what you have to do, okay? What I'm doing is hitting this, even though it's nothing, obviously. Just like this. And the sides straight down. Because this is the 360 pattern which I started my waves with years ago, but it's come to the point where I love that pattern, and no other pattern basically looks good the way this does, in my opinion. But so you basically want to brush your hair for 1 hour. Now a lot of guys tell me, oh, I brush for 1 hour, but I split it up. It's like 15 minutes. No, don't do that 15 minutes all the way through. No, you want to do 1 hour at least in a row, all the way through. Okay? And what is very important, especially when you have straight hair, I know that's not going to make much sense, but it's factual information. So, curl enhances smoothing. I know that name is very misleading, but trust me, it does the trick. You want to get curl enhancing smoothie. As you're brushing and as your hair is growing, this is the go-to thing that you need, okay? And a lot of people ask me, how do you use it? How do you go about using it? Because I don't know, I'm fresh to this. This is exactly how I use it, especially at this length. Especially the first couple weeks, and beyond. But the focus behind this is, it's not hair health, okay? We're basically trying to get our hair and our scalp to absorb this, okay? Because once the hair comes out, this is already in it, okay? You don't want to have your hair too long and then slap this on. It's counterproductive because your hair needs to absorb it before it even comes out of your scalp. You get what I'm saying? That's how you do it. This is the good thing about using this product as your hair is growing. Well, it's short like this. This is 2 against the grain. Is that your hair is not going to be as greasy as it would be if it's longer and you're using this. Now, use a ton of this. Boom. Because the brush will absorb a bunch of it, and then throughout the day your hair will get dry. So this is how much I use, especially when I'm first starting out. So boom, you see my hands, I'm rubbing it in generously. Seems like a lot, but that's alright when you're first starting off. Like, you don't want to do this once you get in the later stages of trying to get your waves. That's also very important. Like, a lot of people see this length of your hair, like, oh, I don't really need to brush because there's no purpose. But you want to first train your hair in the direction you want it to go at this length. If you don't do that, your hair will be out of control by the time you get to wolfing length, or by the time you establish your waves. It'll be way too long to try to tell your hair which direction to go, basically. So that's very important. But as you can see, no waves, right? But I still make sure that I'm brushing every single day for at least an hour straight. It's very important. And when we do that, we don't take any breaks. Keep that in mind. Now, this is my first week after the scalp. So if you're interested, like I said, make sure you subscribe. This brush right here, I like it because it's just hard enough, like I said. Not too soft, not too hard, just perfect. gets the job done at this length without hurting my scalp. And keep in mind, when you brushing, I said this like a year ago, 2 years ago, you're not pit-pat brushing. Like, a lot of people make the mistake, like you're barely hitting it. Like, that's not gonna get the job done. You wanna really put your elbow into it, right? Boom. And watch. You follow this, by the time this is all over and my pattern is reestablished, you're gonna be amazed, okay? Because it's gonna be perfect. But you have to follow the instructions. That's the #1 key, okay? And at this stage, it's really not that important to focus on mirror brushing or any sorts of stuff like that. There's nothing established, literally. No way is at all. All you want to focus on is that brush work. And the more brush work that you put in, the easier and the quicker your waves will come. Okay, keep that in mind. So whenever you can brush, brush. Doesn't really matter where, doesn't really matter how. Just get to brushing, brush all the time, all day, every day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So now, that's the first week. And if you guys are scalping or deciding to scalp to follow this journey with me, I recommend you do it as soon as possible, because next week will be the second week after scalping. The hair will still be at this length, but we're still training it to go into the direction that we want it to go. Especially since I've had waves before and it was 540, so I was swirling my crown. So now, even if I cut my hair low, my hair still wants to swirl. So now what I'm having to do, especially since I cut this low, I can isolate my crown, which is not for you guys that are beginners, okay? All you want to do is worry about brushing. But I have to isolate my crown and basically make sure that my hair flows into the right direction of the 360 pattern. I mean, I could show you guys the crown, right? You can still see how it swirls a little bit. So what I want to focus on this journey is making sure it goes back to the way it was originally, before I even had waves, and then make it flow into that direction so that the 360 waves, which I am establishing through the brush work, will flow into the right direction it needs to be, so I can prevent forks, all of that, okay? And the comb, okay guys, the comb does not come into the picture at all at this stage. As you guys can see, my hair is not even a millimeter, so forget the comb. This is your friend. This is all you need to worry about. So I hope these tips helped you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I thank every single one of you for coming through, checking it out. And please, before you leave, do not leave without subscribing. And in the comment section, you guys can leave me any kind of comments, because you always do. I mean, I've kind of gotten sick of the disrespect, but it's okay. Any comment is better than no comment. With that being said, it's your boy, Tsunami Timo, and I'm out.
Sauce, sauce, sauce.